I first seriously considered getting a GTR, I knew I had to budget for this exhaust as well. Actually, even before I was really planning on buying a GTR and it was still a total fantasy, I wanted this exhaust. Because when I first graduated, I was an editor for Carverse, and I wrote the story when Armytrix launched the system. But you didn't know I actually used to be a legit journalist, not just some random YouTuber. And when I heard it, it blew my mind with eargasms. So anyway, this is a full titanium system that reduces almost 40 pounds of weight, and they claim a gain of 30 horsepower and 36 pound-feet of torque. That's debatable. More than likely, it just allows you to get those gains when you tune it, but I might get a slight bump and probably a faster spool up. Anyway, I'll get this back in, and in a second for you, we'll be off for the install. Good thing I still had the seats down from last week.
That epic moment it goes up.
Yeah.
Here, check it out. This is motor for my white one.
Ooh. So is this like fully built, like
fully
internals?
built pistons, rods, everything. Built heads, CNC heads, custom intake manifold, throttle bodies, fill rails.
Damn, so what's the goal with it?
1500 horsepower, 7-second street car.
So that's a little bit fast.
Yeah, it should work. It should do the job, you know? It should definitely do the job.
So have you done any work on the transmission then?
Oh, yeah, I've had like 3 different trainings in it. I gotta get another one here for it.
You're on your 3rd one?
Yeah, but because, well, as the power level goes up, you know?
Yeah, that's sort of the weak point of it.
Yeah, that's the weak point. That's the expensive part in modding our cars. So how long you own that MR2?
Really long time. So it was actually the first car I ever bought when I was 18.
Okay.
So I guess we're going on like 12 years now.
And that's so funny. I was like, so you got like a love affair with it, and you know, I was about to say that, you go, yeah, so we're going on like 12 years. That's funny.
Like a girl.
Yeah, I get it. I've been with that one like 21 years, 22 years.
Nice. Old faithful here.
Yeah, I got 4.
It's making 1500 horsepower. Or maybe you said 1400. 1500, 1400, either way. Does half-mile drag races with it. Pretty freaking sick.
You're like, oh. You saw the back of the GT3 RS or what?
What's that?
I said, well, did you see the back of the GT3 RS?
I did. What happened?
Oh, you lost control.
Oh, because it was like on track, or?
No.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a ridiculous question since I'm already here, but what's the name of the shop?
Mobile X Motorsports.
Okay.
It's a branch off of we have an auto repair shop down the street. Like a high volume auto repair shop.
Okay.
Like literally like right around the corner over here. So I just joined recently just do the head up the motorsports division. So I used to own a fab shop, tuning shop, whatnot. So I got 2 bays to do basically what I used to do.
Nice.
So I have a dyno here real soon. And then right down in Unit 4, I got a fabrication shop.
Okay.
I'll show you that a little bit later.
Yeah, for sure. That would be cool. That would be really cool.
Yeah, so I'm set up to basically do full builds, you know, fabrication, basically just build cars like what I always did. So.
Kind of turned your hobby into your career, huh?
Well, yeah, honestly, that's how it always was. And then I had a baby. So that put that all on hold.
Yeah.
You know?
Kind of changed his life. So what's your Instagram? I should give you a shout out.
Oh, huh?
What's your Instagram?
All Turbo Dreams.
All Turbo Dreams.
That's all I think about is turbos. That's all I spend my money on is turbos and my daughter. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, so all the panels are removed. Here we can see the exhaust running all the way down. He just removed the tips on this side. See him here on the ground. Stock system is coming off. Exhaust is completely off. Here are the downpipes that are famously really difficult to get off. It's easy to snap the bolts. So those aren't coming off today, maybe someday, but for now, just doing the rest of the exhaust. So we got mid pipe, and of course, all the way back here to the mufflers. Here's a stock one laying on the ground. This thing is so heavy. Like just this part weighed more than everything in that box. New system laid out. Titanium. This thing is gonna sound so sick. Although I don't know how, without the downpipes, so just as it is, like it probably won't really be all that loud, right?
Oh, you'll hear a tone. You'll definitely hear a tone.
All right, so exhaust is all the way in. Well, they need to be tightened up or whatever, but pretty much everything is installed. Piping's up there. Now, kind of the tedious part is the vacuum line. So he's already got it hooked up here. So this is the valve to open and close to make it loud or quiet. And it like splits here. And instead of running through here next to the exhaust, which isn't great, he had a really good idea. And we're running it from, I don't know if we can see it. It kind of goes over on top of the subframe and then comes out here behind this heat shield and then down the side along all these lines. So it's like super clean look, keeps it away from the heat, and it has to go up here into the engine bay, of course, to the control unit. Had to check and make sure that the vacuum lines were hooked up correctly, like which end was going to what. Honestly, the sound quality is not going to come through here. I'm on my way home, but you know, on the GoPro, you guys just aren't going to be able to hear it. But the exhaust looks sick. It sounded great on that cold startup. And when I get home,